Hello, I am Melissa, and I am going to share with you some of my Fair Week bariatric mistake. Okay, so I had bariatric surgery almost 2 years ago. September will be 2 years, and I don't eat a whole lot of sugars, and I do eat pastas, things like that. I am eating pastas now, but I sometimes I'll eat like a little bit of this, or I'll take a drink of something that like I'm not supposed to have, things like that. So I I don't know what other people's like dumping syndrome is that they have. Like some people, they like it comes back up, or they have to go to the bathroom right away, things like that. For me, it is I need to go lay down and take a nap. I feel just completely exhausted, wore out. So like if I eat something that I shouldn't have had, like sometimes I'll eat like a play yogurt with like all the sugars, like the strawberry cheesecake, something like that. I'll eat one of those as a snack, and I'm just like, ugh, I just need a nap. Ugh, ugh. Um, it's just so that's what mine is for me. Everybody's is a little bit different. Some people could have it the same way. Other people could be like, you know, they get sick, they get rid of it, it's out of their system, they're good to go. For me, I feel like I need like a little power nap, and then I'm fine to go again. So I made that mistake today. Um, with a slushie of all things. So yesterday, my husband and I, we were walking around, and the rodeo was going on, things like that. There is this concession stand that I love at Fair. It's here every year. They make a strawberry cheesecake cinnamon roll. So it's like a cream cheese topping on a cinnamon roll, and the cinnamon roll is like this. And even before the bariatric surgery, I didn't eat the whole thing. I always split it. My son's birthday, one of my son's birthdays, always during Fair Week, so we have always gotten that on his birthday. Well, this year he got it without me. My husband got one without me. My son got one without me, and I was like, I really want a bite of this, so I went and got one, and I only ate a couple of bites of it. Like like just 2 bites, and then give it away to my son or my husband. And so I brought it back to the camper. I ate some with my husband, and it's like my husband did not have bariatric surgery. He just eats like a normal person, but this thing is large enough that he ate half of it. I had a couple bites, and there was still some for my son. And I'll show you a picture of that because it looks good. So right after we ate that, I ate a couple bites of that. I was fine. Like it was just 2 bites. It wasn't like these huge bites. It was just just enough to taste it, and not feel like I was missing out on anything. And so I did that, I think, on Tuesday. So today is Thursday, yesterday was Wednesday, and we went to the rodeo. We were walking around. My husband got some other fair food and things like that, and I talked him into an elephant ear. And the elephant ear, I only ate a couple bites of that. Again, like not something where I sat down and ate a meal out of it or ate the whole thing. I just, my husband got it, and I was like, I'm gonna eat some of this, and I ate a couple bites, and we got the cinnamon sugar, and I felt fine. Like we still went around. We watched a little bit more. After like the rodeo part of it's done, some of the team ropers come out and they practice some more, and you know do some things like that. And some of the barrel racers came out and did some more barrel racing. So it was like the rodeo part's over, but they're still out there doing their thing, having fun, things like that. They weren't competing for money at that point. They were just getting some practice stuff in and running teams. It's really windy out here, and this wind chime is going crazy. That's what the dinging is. I love this wind chime though. It's nice. Sounds pretty, but it's just a dinging away. That's campground behind me. Got people camping right next to us. We camp pretty closely together at Fair. But anyways, so I ate a little bit of that, and then today I've been feeling fine, and I drink protein, the Premier protein shakes. I drink those every day. I'm 2 years out. I still swear by the protein shakes. Make sure I get enough proteins in. Make sure I'm not eating too many sugars, things like that. I've lost all the weight. I'd like to maintain where I'm at, so that's kind of part of the routine of what I do. But anyway, so today I took my nephew Weston. We were walking around, and I was like, you want to go for a walk and maybe, try to do something nice for him. And I was like, do you want some fair food? I wasn't going to get anything for myself. I just offering him, like, do you want a slice of pizza, or do you want something like this? Just kind of thank you for behaving while your parents aren't here. one of those things. His parents are working and he's showing hogs, and I invited him to, stay with me for the week so that he could have the camping experience, the fair, and doing that sort of thing. And so he wanted a milkshake, and so we went and got a milkshake, and they had slushies, and I was like, oh, that's a great thing. It's hot out here, and it's very bright. That's also, otherwise, I have my glasses on, otherwise I'm going to be all squinty-eyed when I'm looking at you, so that's why I got the glasses on. I am sitting in the shade. I don't know if it's helping. But anyway, so I was like, I'm going to get myself a slushie. And so I asked the lady if you could just, fill it with the slushy stuff that you have, but only put a little bit of the syrup in, just kind of like a little bit of a flavor, but don't overdo it on the sugar stuff. And she was like, yeah, I could do that. She looked at me a little funny, but she did it. And it wasn't too much, and so it's like a large cup, like a large styrofoam cup, and I only drank like this much out of it. I mean, I'm not even exaggerating when I say this much out of it. And I was like, oh, I got a brain freeze. And my nephew was like, are you okay? Because he's experienced, like, he's lived with me at one point, so he was like, he knows how I get if I drink or eat too much sugar. I'm just like, oh, I need a nap. I'm over it today. So he went with me and experienced. He was like, no, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I didn't feel like this after I had that cinnamon roll. Ooh, got ant crawling up here. Ooh, and I'm going to show you the video. I got, not the cinnamon roll, but yeah. So I also got a picture of the elephant here as me and my husband were eating it. And that was
only little bits left. It's on video. And I'll screenshot it. Make the perfect one. Having fun this week? We're going to put this on YouTube.
So you got the little clip of the elephant ear in there, which was just a little clip of that elephant ear. But that was what my husband ate, and I was eating on that, and it was pretty good. But yeah, so I was like, no, I just got a brain freeze. I'm all right. And so we sat there and we watched some more of the dairy feeders show their calves. And I was picking on him a little bit, like, oh, you want to show a dairy feeder? He does not. He doesn't want to do 4-H again. He liked it. He likes the idea of making the money. He's showing a hog, but he doesn't like all the work that's involved in it, and that's fine. It's not for some kids, and I'm not going to, I won't invite him to show another one next year. His sister does want to show again, so she'll probably be showing with my kids next year, but he's young still. He's showing at age 9 or 10 level, so really young kids. But this way, if he ever wants to show pigs when he gets older, he can. At our county fair, if you don't show by the time you're 13, you're not eligible to show hogs. You can show anything else, but hogs, we have a few hundred of them here. They're competitive. They don't let too many. But anyways, back to sidetrack. I get detoured. But anyways, yeah, so I drank that little bit of slushy, and whew, that wiped me out. I needed a nap. I was done for the day. I was like, oh, I just do not feel good. So that is my mistake at fair, where I ate a little bit one day, a couple bites, ate a couple bites the next day, and I'm like, oh, I can drink this slushy. It's great, like it's full of ice, and I'm going to let it melt down. And whew, I should not have made that mistake. But you get wrapped up into the fair and what I've been doing over, all the other years. I'm like, I can have this and I can have this. Well, now I know that with the surgery I can't have certain things. But I was like, oh, I'm just going to try a little bit here, and I'm just going to try a little bit here. And then I made that mistake of, I can just drink this because it's not a food. I'm just going to drink it and it's going to be fine. And that was a mistake. That was a big mistake that I made today. I'm glad I didn't do it on show day for one of my kids. Today my kids are not showing, other kids are showing. But man, if I would have done that, made that mistake on show day, I'd have felt bad for my kids because I would not have been in the moment with them. I would have been feeling sorry for myself. So I'm glad I didn't do that. But I just wanted to give somebody a little bit of advice, a little bit of help. It's not really advice, just kind of a watch yourself. Just because you think you can. And you did fine one day, and you did fine another day. And now I've got to get back on track. No more sugar for me this week, because I do not want to feel like that when I'm out here. Hundreds of kids, lots of stuff going on. Tomorrow is auction day. Well, today is a small animal auction, but tomorrow is auction day for my kids, so we got to be on point, get all of our animals washed tonight. And yeah, but if you're going to fairs and you're going out to festivals and things like that, like, just kind of remember, a little bite here, a little bite there, and then whew, that next day it could always just hit you different. But good luck with the rest. You're getting involved in this journey, or you're already there. If you're already there, you know what I mean. If you're getting involved with this journey, just kind of, know that you can have a little bit of the stuff. Just watch where you're doing it and when you're doing it, because it can wipe you out, make you feel like you've had enough for the day. But if you continue to watch, I'm not gonna make this, my channel is not about a bariatric. I don't talk about it much. When I grocery shop, you can see a little bit with the proteins and the salads that I buy, but for the most part, my kids and my family do not eat the way that I do, so all of my grocery videos are not based around bariatrics. You're not gonna find much about bariatrics on any of the rest of my channel, so I would always love the subscribers. I always like the thumbs up, anything like that. Just know that this is not what my channel is about. It's not about my journey, but I would always appreciate the follows. I always appreciate the likes, all the love. But yeah, there will be little bits of it if we do events, do things, but it's very windy out here, so I do apologize about that. Have a good day and enjoy the rest of your day. And good luck on your journey.